Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball. And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. On first down, it's Long. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done. Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Elliott puts this one through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now. Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return. And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize.
We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him, and they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy. And the kick by Elliott is good. So, all right, we've got some happy trigger fingers ready to see who's going to survive this wild card game as we get you back to quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some...
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Back to throw, Love. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the ball is knocked out, and the Bengals have recovered it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now a handoff looking right. Room here to run. run. Finding some room at midfield. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Dalton here from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck completes it to Moncrief left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Luck on first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Over the middle, complete. It's Phillips. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw is Luck. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. It'll be a gain of 4. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So the D-line's going to spread out. From the red zone now, Luck Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They set up the screen to Hill. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. They'll run. This is Hill. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Here's Murray for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Second down, Dalton. He sets to fire deep. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will he?
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They'll fake it. Now Luck. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Caught left side by Hilton. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Again, Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Phillips. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. First and goal from the 8. They go play action here on first down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tanner McAvoy from 8 yards out. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Throwing again is Locke. Pass incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Throwing, Dalton. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Bengals. 54 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that there's still a...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at about the 31, 30, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. It's second down. Dalton looking, fighting through. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From the gun, Dalton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. Here's Locke. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun, Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. In motion left goes Moncrief. Blah. And he's got Moncrief. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. 19 yards there on the pickup. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Play action, it's locked. Dorsett's got it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Now a play fake, and it's locked. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 3rd and 2, Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Phillips. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On first down, Locke. Dorsett making the catch. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on 2nd and 10 now. He's back to throw. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Dante Moncrief, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts can now take the lead if they convert the extra point. And it is good. So they take the lead, and now the pressure falls on their defense to try and hold on. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. Shelling through the defense. Eli Harold. Now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. The offense on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and goal. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Charles, you think back to some of the great OT games in postseason.